So that count?
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. So that's great. Opposing team we played, we were not afraid, but just understanding that when a team comes here and, they know they're not going to a bowl, they're going to come at us hard until you force them not to go hard anymore. And I'm thinking that's what transpired. I adore that coach. He has some phenomenal words of encouragement after the game. He's a pillar of consistency in the Big 12. I only think he's had 2 losing seasons in his whole career. That is darn believable. I wish I could just touch the hem of his garment, biblically speaking. But I'm proud of where we are and what we accomplished. I really am. So you want to ask me these crazy questions. I'm not one to go home and watch TV and wish somebody loses so we could go to the bowl game. I don't get down like that. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I may go to Vail or Breckenridge and get on snowmobiles or whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's a lot of time on my hands. So I don't. You guys got any of the ideas? Let me know. But so we just had a wonderful time with the seniors and just seeing that, as well as it didn't hit me to the end of the game that was the last time here that me, Shedeur, and Shiloh and Bucky will enjoy that moment with the 4 of us together. Don't forget Junior. He is it. He's the man. He makes it all go. But that was a wonderful moment. I wanted this to get together and take a picture at the conclusion of the game, which we did. And thank you all that captured it. I appreciate it. Let's go.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank
Not
you.
just with your kids, but also you walked out with Jimmy before the game.
Yeah.
Just the senior class, can you speak on the impact that they've had in your relationship with them?
They're the ones that changed the game for us. They're the ones that impacted this wonderful learning institution. They're the ones that are responsible for the recruits that you're seeing commit. They're the ones that are responsible for the way that game was played today and the way it panned out. They're the ones who put us on the map. They're the ones who have the multitude of these cameramen and women and wonderful reporters in this room right now. And I just told them that to their face. So some of them, like Cam, that's been with me since he was a junior in high school, that stuff is tough. Chidozie, just talking with him here and there. BJ played for me when he was 7 and 8 years old, and 9 in Dallas. And I could just keep going on and on and on. I mean, shoot. I don't want to think about it too much because I get emotional, but I don't just coach these young men. I love these young men, like they're family. And I just want them to soar, not just from the football aspect, but as young men in life. And that was tough, just seeing them all around the stage when I called them up in the locker room right before I came here. That's tough. That's tough.
Hi, Coach. Nikki Edwards, CU Sports Report. On a similar note, when you were
Can I get some water, Sam, somewhere? Yes.
when you were standing there between Shiloh and Shedeur, looking out on the field,
And Junior. There you
what
go.
was going through your mind, and how powerful was that moment?
I didn't. We cool with him, right? He ain't trying to do nothing to me. Man. I'm just like, we've been cool all year, right? Okay. Just making sure. That's tough. I didn't really think about it until, you watching the last seconds tick off the clock. Like, dang, this is it. This is it. Like that. You know how long this journey's been, like with me and my kids. It's been a lot of ups and downs and in and outs and things you guys don't know about that we've overcome. Been a lot of adverse situations, a lot of highlights, man. It's been unbelievable to think that that's the conclusion of the matter just here. That's tough. That's tough.
Amanda Ferguson, Fox 31. What was it like balancing being coach and dad today?
Well, I've always been coaching dad, so I don't know no other way. So it's not tough to balance that situation because I don't know any other way. Just this is the first time I've seen the finish line. Usually we're distant runners. Only sprinters see the finish line from the start. I'm a distance runner, so I never really see the finish line from the start. And the day I saw it. So that's tumultuous. That's tremendous. That's heartfelt. I don't know how they're going to handle it, but Shiloh's going to say he's glad that's the last game with me. I know who he is. But the others, it's going to be tough.
Coach Brian.
Hey, Coach. Brian Howell, Daily
How you
Camera.
doing,
Two
sir?
questions for you. You mentioned Oklahoma State. You knew they would be a team that would come after you until
Yeah.
you maybe put it on them. You did that very early. How big was that, Travis getting that interception right away, then scoring a touchdown, just kind of putting them on the end right there?
That's what the plan was last week, to jump on them early, to try to make them understand who we are and who they are. It didn't happen that way. We made note of that, and we focused on that all through the meetings as well as all through practice sessions and our pre-game speech as well as our day before speech. We made note of all that so that we could handle our business early on, because when we score early and the defense go 3 and out, it's hard to deal with us.
The second question is, you mentioned Bucky. Because of him, this fan base has gotten to know these players quite a bit because they've seen them all through the well-off media, all these things, and so they've gotten to know these players. How big of a deal was it for you guys to show up like that for this fan base?
Tremendous. I mean, first of all, well-off media has set the standard of college football and how college football is covered by individuals regarding the team. He's set the stage for it. It was great, man. I mean, it was great. It was great. It was great. Let's go to the next question.
John Treach, 9 News. For the first time in a while, you're allowing yourself to reflect.
Yeah.
What is most rewarding about this season?
Peggy is number one. We did what we said we was going to do. Number two is when you win, more of your young men get opportunities to go to the next level. Ain't nobody want no losers. Nobody want them. But when you win, everyone looks the part. And we have several young men in the East-West Shrine game. We're going to probably have several more in the Hula Bowl. And our kids are going to play in our bowl game because that's what we signed up to do, and we're going to finish. We're not going to tap out because that throws off the structure of next season. It's a couple teams you take note. They laid an egg in the bowl game, and they hadn't recovered since. We don't plan on doing that. We plan on going out there fighting just like we fought today, regardless of where we are. I wish we had say-so in the bowl because I want to go somewhere near that our fan base could get there economically because I care about them just that much. I think we have one of the baddest mean best, fan bases in the country. I mean, they show up and show out. It was packed today. They're loud, they're boisterous, they're supportive, and I love them. I absolutely love them because I've seen it go from nothing to something. And I think we had a lot, we, not me, we had a lot to do with it, you all included, by the way you cover us, good or bad.
Hi, Coach.
How you doing,
Congrats on
Adam?
the win. Doing well. You haven't got as many touchbacks as you've wanted this season.
No,
but
no,
Your
whatsoever.
coverage units have been playing with an edge. And
They ain't got no problem. They gonna have to.
Yeah,
The ball is
yeah,
coming out. Yeah.
Have you been proud of that aspect of your team?
We've handled that. We've handled that. We will have touchbacks next year. I promise you that.
Hey, Coach, how you
Told
doing?
you I'm hitting that portal like never before. I already hit it. Yeah.
How you doing, Coach?
How you doing, sir?
Good. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir.
You in a elite company. LeBron and his son,
Mm-hmm.
King Griffey Sr., King Griffey Jr., you, Shiloh, Shedeur. I mean, you have
Give me
all
some
these
white
guys.
dudes too now. Don't just make it a black.
Yeah, I mean,
What about the Mannings? You know.
the Mannings.
Yeah. Give me the Mannings. Give me the Watts. Give me some white folks too now. Don't just make
I'm
this a
talking
black
about-
thing.
Yeah, I mean by like far as like coaches, players.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
elite company. I mean, what does it feel like? Because what you're doing is monumental, it's groundbreaking,
Well-
game changing.
I always say I'm a real dad. I'm a real father. I take fathering serious. I don't take fathering lightly because I know what I wanted, I know what I needed, and I know the situations my fathers, my stepfather, and my biological father were in, and I know what I wanted as a young man. So I take that very seriously. And every move I've made in life has been based on my kids. So I don't make a move without thinking about them first. It's never about me first because I'm going to make it because I know God got me. But I need to get them and make sure they straight. So that's how I calculated many moves I've made through life. They thought it was about me. No, it was about my kids. Now they seeing how it's playing out. Yeah, we got a couple of them. It was probably going to be 1 or 2 in the draft, like I said a long time ago, that nobody wanted to believe me. But the way it's looking, it's going to pan out that way.
Coach, how are you? Troy Finnegan, CU Sports
How
Report.
you doing, Troy?
Good, how are you? You walking with Jimmy was such a great moment. I wanted to ask
Thank you.
specifically about that. He's been through a lot. You've talked about him kind of like another son. How important was that for both of you to share that moment together?
Jimmy's like my kid. I love him that much. We've talked about some personal things throughout his couple years, seasons here. I want to go with him Sunday to see his father as well. But he just turned around and asked me. So that's how that transpired. And I said, shoot, you know you don't have to ask me twice. I got you. And just speaking the pleasantries along the way, it's unbelievable, man. But I love him that much. And I'm sad that he couldn't physically play because he's a dog. So when he's hurt, hurt. Because he would have tried everything and given everything to play. And we would have got him the ball. But that's tremendous. And I'm proud that I can assist that young man in any endeavor from here on out for the rest of his life.
Coach Ron Scholes from Ralphie Report. This is the first time that a Colorado team has shut a team out since 2021. What does it mean for a senior-led defense like this to come out and have that kind of performance on senior day?
It means a lot. It means a lot, especially rebounding from getting our butts kicked last week. It means a lot that they understand that they know how to flush stuff in life. They know how to rebound. They know how to just put it behind them and keep on going and look straight ahead. And I'm proud of them for that aspect of things. Rob called a tremendous game. He called a tremendous game last week, but this week we responded. We did the things that were called, and we executed on a high note on every aspect of the game. The way they were getting after it, the way we got after it, we kind of changed philosophies of getting to the ball all week in practice, and it worked. It paid off.
Hey, Coach Adam Rittenberg with ESPN. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
The Heisman historically has gone to quarterbacks, often on national championship contenders. What is it about Travis that has put himself in this position, like you said, to clinch the Heisman?
You've never seen it before. He's the best player in college football. You could find ways to hate, to criticize, to condemn him, and you won't come out of that looking professional, because now you're just searching for something like the idiots was talking about in Thorpe that I guess he didn't have the tackles. Well, if a cornerback has a lot of tackles, that means they caught a lot of balls. That's just stupid. But Travis Hunter proved today, and he's proved every week, that he is the best player in college football. So you got to give me another definition of the award. What's the definition of the award? The award is to go to who? The best quarterback? I don't know how you could be voted in every category at some sort. I think he's up for best offensive player, defensive player, receiver. He's up for a plethora of things, right? Yes. Yeah. Who else has done that? Ever. So I don't waste my time talking about other athletes that's up for the award as well. That's not fair to them for me to voice my bold opinion on who should win the award and downgrade them. I ain't got to downgrade them. Travis is him, man. Travis is that dude. Ain't nobody could deal with him on either side of the ball. If we put him at punt return, he would be that dude as well, a kick return as well. He's that guy, and his draft status is going to tell everyone who he is. Shouldn't that tell you who he is? He's probably going to be first or second pick out of the whole draft. That should tell you how dominant and prominent he is.
Coach, Daniel Allen O'Calley, Colorado hasn't been in a position like it is right now since 2016. Are moments like this what you envisioned when you took this job?
No, I wanted to win out. We want to be undefeated. That's the moment I envision. We've lost 3 games. Got our butts kicked last week. We got our butts kicked in Nebraska, and we lost a close one. What was it, Kansas? K-State. Kansas still on my mind for some reason. But we envision the thought process. Like, we know what we have. We know what we got. Now we adding pieces to it. Like, you see it in the recruitment. You're going to see it in the portal that we're going to add tremendous pieces to shore us up so that we can make a run again. We already on that tip. We already on that thing to trying to fill these voids for next season.
Specifically with this being your guys' first year back in the Big 12.
Right.
In your mind, how immediate or how impactful is having a season like this, your guys'
Well,
first year
it's
back in
tremendous
college?
impactful for recruiting. It's a tremendous impactful for you all, for our fan bases as well. I mean, you get more viewership, and the stories that you report, you get more notoriety in the things that you write and things that you say, things that you speak, the things that's recorded. Everybody wins. I think that's the thing I really want to impress on all of you. It's not just us winning, you winning too. So when you want to keep this up, because when you're not, half of this room is empty. Ain't nobody got no jobs, right? But when we win it, everybody working. Everybody getting the call. Everybody getting the job. Everybody getting the hit. Hey, go cover Colorado. Isn't that true? So I think we should work together to keep this thing going instead of hating. Let's appreciate one another. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Good or bad, I really do.
Two more, go ahead, Scott. Hey, Coach, Scott Proctor at DMVR. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir.
Former NFL USC running back Lindell White tweeted during the game that CU is by far the hardest hitting football team in college football.
Awesome.
From your perspective, how far has this team kind of come in terms of physicality, particularly on the
Well,
defense side of the ball?
we've come tremendous ways. It's so funny because we focused on running to the ball full speed all week long without breaking down. I didn't want them chop their feet breaking down. I wanted them to run through the opponent, and we worked on that all during the week. We stopped practice a couple times and let's start it over. Let's do it over. And young men, they got it. They got it. We showed a couple clips last night of the first play from the twos and then the first play from the ones. And I said, which ones are the ones and twos? It looks like the twos were the ones, so the ones got to step it up. And they did today. They came out swinging. Proud of them.
Coach Prime, Alex Ramirez, Mile High Sports, the final word. Congratulations on your victory today. When you took over the job 2 years ago, did you ever envision it would be like today? Because what you've done to this program, the community, and not only on that, but nationally, you just recreated just an invigorance with Colorado football, and we thank you for that, Coach.
Thank you. I think we did. It's not just me. These young men played a wonderful role in that as well. Everybody in the program played their part. They did their thing, and I'm thankful, and I'm actually proud of where we are. Did I envision this? Yes, because I think about winning. I never think about losing. I never think about being on the bottom of nothing. So I think about being triumphant and doing the doggone thing, and then talking about it profoundly, you know. So I'm happy with where we are. I think we could be better. And we're going to figure that out, and we're going to improve in every area, not just the areas on the field. The coaching staff, the support staff, the training staff, the weight room, the strength and conditioning staff. We're going to improve in every area because we're going to make those kind of changes. Hold on. I know you said this is the last one. Where's my man? My man. No. Yeah. Oh, we got two more. Come on.
Just curious.
No, dog. Come on.
I guess sorry.
Go on. Do what you do.
Jack Carlo.
Jack Carlo, my man.
Good way to end the year. Isaiah Harge, you mentioned two-way players in
Yeah.
the big game. Just how excited are you for his future here?
This kid is unbelievable, man. I got a nickname for him. He has to tell you what it is. But this kid here works hard every day, makes great grades, never late. You don't have to call him twice for nothing. Remembers his assignments. He has assignments offensively, defensively, as well as special teams, and he don't miss. You know, we put a package in for him to be at running back. I think he got 9 yards or 8 yards on 2 carries, a couple carries. He's phenomenal, and he's always smiling, man. He loves the game, and those are the kind of young men we like to recruit. Those are the kind of young men that we adore, truly. You got one? Oh, well, man. No. You. No. Your man behind you. Give him a mic. Let's go. God bless you. God bless you. I was just trying to, it's Thanksgiving, man. Going into the new year. Let's start something new. You had your shot now, right? I did it. God bless you.
I got one.
Got a question for Shedeur? Go ahead, Brian.
Brian Howell, the day of the camera. Your dad posted a kind of a throwback Thursday the other day to when you guys first got here, your first time walking around Folsom and kind of checking out the stadium and kind of looking around and envisioning yourself doing things like this. 2 years here, being here and putting up memories like that, how much fun has it been playing in Folsom and you know, kind of second part to that, being able to cap it with a game like that?
It's been extremely fun. For me, I'm not even really thinking about it right now. Like, that's how that's the only con you have when just being focused in life. And when you focus on a goal, is you're not able to enjoy those that other people are able to enjoy. So it hasn't really registered with me yet because I don't even want to think about that type of stuff right now. Even this last year, you know, playing with my brothers, Shiloh, Trav, and Deion Jr. So I haven't, that hasn't settled in for me personally yet. So I don't even want to get in that mental space right now yet. Cause I just want to enjoy everything great we have going on here.
Hey, sure. Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. You won the Johnny Unitas Award that was announced before the game. I wasn't sure if you had found that out until after the game, but just being able to
yesterday.
Okay, and then kind of backing it up today with the performance you had, what did that kind of mean to you? I mean, you had 5 touchdowns, over 400 yards. What was that like, just kind of being in the rhythm you were today?
It was kind of similar. We came in this year putting up similar numbers to that game, so we had to leave out doing the same thing. I just enjoyed playing in front of the crowd. Somebody texted me, said they drove all the way from I don't know where to come see us play, and that really meant a lot to me because people spent their hard-earned money and their time just to go out there and see us play. And sometimes we just go out there, go through the motions and things like that. So that's something that stuck with me a lot is the efforts everybody, even in this room, has traveling here, getting this prepared, all just to come watch us play. So I'm truly thankful for that. And I wanted to display how thankful I was today.
Shedeur, you've said that Travis deserves the Heisman Trophy. If this is his last game before the voting, what type of closing argument do you think he made out there today for people?
There's no argument at this point. How many touchdowns he had? 3. He had 3 receiving touchdowns, interception. He went for another 100 yards. LeJohntay went for 100 yards, almost 200. That's a lot, and that's crazy, the consistency that he has. I feel like that's what the award is about. And, of course, the other contenders in there is having consistency also. But I just hate whenever you got to knock down other players for your guy to win. You know, I don't like that because I respect what Ashton Jincy's doing at Boise State because he's doing an amazing job. And I just hate, you know, talking down or anything like that on somebody else's accomplishments also. So I feel like I wish everybody could win, but that's not what it is. Just getting invited there, that's a win for sure because how many players go into this offseason doing the same regimen, workout, everything. Is just what difference are you going to make when the lights cut on? And Travis proved that week after week throughout injuries and throughout everything. He's the life of our team.
Hey, Shedeur, congrats on the Unitas. Got your fast start today,
Mhm.
and then the second quarter kind of hit a little bit of a lull. What was said in the locker room to get you guys back on track?
This is the last game. This is the last home game, so it's like, we're not going to go out like that. Dad sat me down, had a talk. And then from then on, that was just like a come to Jesus meeting. Like, all right, you tripping right now. So then I'm like, all right, I got you. So that was kind of reset. It reset for us, and then we was able to go out and continue to put up points, put up numbers. And their defensive coordinator did an amazing job. Majority of snaps we knew they was in, and around that time, that's when they started mixing everything up to where it was a little grayish, you know. So they did a great job, and I'm just thankful going against those different types of challenges week by week, because my favorite thing about playing quarterback is problem solving. So how are we gonna solve this problem? And that's what I'll say I enjoy the most about that is just being in the pocket and just solving the problems.
The other day, Coach Prime was asked about whether or not you would play in a bowl game if things don't fall your way on Saturday. Why would it be important for you to finish that out where you see a lot of guys don't do that?
Well, it's a team thing. That's what boils down to it. Me and Travis and a couple other players ain't out there. The buff's not gonna look the same initially going out into the game. So we understand the piece we are to the team, just the leaders overall, and the amount of players that would sit out, if we wasn't out there doing it. So we got to lead by example. We can't want them to go out there and play hard, and we're sitting back chilling, So that's something that talked to us about, and I was like, okay. Like, it don't really make a difference to me because I always play almost every game of the season that I could.
Hey, Shedeur, Nikki Edwards, CU Sports Report. Back in March, you said, we didn't end the season the right way. I couldn't leave it on that note. It didn't feel right. I know you still have one more game to play, but...
We still didn't finish it the right way. But I can't come back, so it's too late.
Well, similar note, how do you feel like when you look back on this season, how you executed, and do you feel like you can leave Colorado and say, I did everything that I wanted and needed to do?
Yeah, for sure. I'll never go back and change anything in my life that I could have done. Because it wouldn't make me the man who I am today. So I know the efforts, the mental toughness, everything that it takes to come here and put on that jersey, to come and have the last name, to even represent this university. And it's extremely tough. So the fact we're able to get through all that type of stuff and all these different blocks in our way, we was able to overcome a lot of adversity we have. And a lot of those guys that are injured, I feel bad for, especially Marion Miller, because I wanted to at least play one more season with him, because I know what type of player he is. I know how to bring that guy out of him, So that's the toughest thing, but I feel like we did everything we can in this year.
Hey, Shedeur, Joe Rico, My Life Sports. Talk a little bit about, your dad's been there the whole time, right? I mean, through the whole journey. I know it's not really a reflective moment yet. Not everything's finished, but your first thoughts on just the journey being kind of coming to the end with your dad and you. It's been great, but obviously it's gonna be gone pretty soon.
It's kind of like deja vu. Like I had this whole thing going on in high school, so that's what it was. I had the same thing going on in high school, and then I was okay with it. I was okay with it, and then he ended up coming to Jackson and all that. Then the rest history after that. But, yeah, it's kind of like for me, I say the cycle of life is the same year after year. If you're doing the same thing, it's just at different measures, at different levels that it is. So 4 years ago, I had the same feeling I'm having right now. And it is what it is. Yeah, I already knew at the end of the day it's going to come to an end. Everything in life that's good always comes to an end. So you got to value the people you with all the time, because you don't know when the end is near. So I valued everything, and I'm thankful for everything that happened.
Two more, bro. Scott.
What's good, Shedeur? Scott Proctor at DMVR. Congrats on the win, bro. I remember earlier this season you said at some point that, years ago, Travis took a chance, coming to Jackson State when he could have went pretty much anywhere, with, maybe one game left, with Travis. How would you kind of describe what he's meant to you as a football player, a teammate, a brother, all that?
Yeah, Travis, he a different person. I learned a lot from him also, and he learned a lot from me, so it's vice versa. And his life experiences and the things he could have done, and the fact that he sacrificed all that to come and stay here and play with us is amazing, and it's something a lot of athletes wouldn't do at that time. It's like even coming to Colorado initially when we first got here, you wouldn't see too many high recruits come and do all that, because now it's a risk. It's a